Hello and welcome, beautiful souls, to my channel, Light of Shio. My channel is all about illuminating the spiritual path forward and bringing you uplifting messages of love and light. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to those of you who are new, and welcome to those of you who are returning. So, today is going to be one of my daily messages from Spirit. Once more here, I'm going to be using the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards here. Try and see what messages Spirit has for us today. All right. So what messages do you have for us today, Spirit? Lovely messages here. Ooh, okay. Wandering Path. Enjoy the journey. Wow, that card wanted to really come. Two of these cards. Cool. Perfect. Bottom of the deck, we have Choosing Your Path. All is possible. Wow. Okay. Everything is possible, guys. Guys and gals. I use guys as a kind of general neutral term, but I know some people don't like that sometimes, so I apologize if you're one of those, but we have Wandering Path here. Enjoy the journey. So it's all about the journey, guys. It's all about taking your time and really just being comfortable in your own skin, enjoying the moments of peace. Sometimes we want things to move very quickly, and they don't, and then we get disappointed. But that's kind of like a part of the journey. It's about just easing into everything. Things should feel easy. There should be like a smooth flow to everything. We have, speaking of smooth flow, we have Cleansing Waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. So it's recommended right now that you guys take some time near bodies of water. So if you have the beach nearby, go ahead and take a visit to the beach. Just allow yourself to enjoy the breeze, the smell of the seawater, all that good stuff. If not, try doing that near a a lake for those of you who have access to that, or a river. And if you don't have access to that, everybody has, for the most part, has the capability of taking baths. So I would highly recommend taking a nice bath. I love taking baths with Epsom salt and some essential oils to kind of just relax myself. And the water helps purify you, and it helps clear your energetic field. Water is a purifying force. Now, we have Staying Focused, Hold the Course. So, once again, this is really tying into, for me, the Wandering Path and the Staying Focused card. They seem to have some sort of correlation here. With Hold the Course, like I said, a lot of you have been likely waiting for something to happen, or have just kind of been la-di-da-di-da, trying to go move forward, but things have kind of likely been somewhat mellow. So this is about taking the time to recognize that just because things don't appear to be moving, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're not moving behind the scenes. So think of the Knight of Pentacles in the tarot. That card is the slowest moving card in the deck. It appears almost as if the Knight is not moving at all, but there is some traction being made. And likewise with your scenario here, if there seems to be something that you've been waiting on happening, but things haven't been really picking up the pace, Spirit is just coming through here to enjoy, letting you know that you should enjoy the peace and calm that comes from the situation. Relax yourself. Self-care is very important right now. And just continue staying focused. Continue moving down the path, because this is a lesson for you in patience. And it's a lesson to show you that sometimes things don't come as easily as we expect them to, or not necessarily easily. Not that I'm saying that they necessarily come hard or difficult. But rather, sometimes things just require effort and patience before they really bear fruit. It's like planting a tree. You know, you can't expect the tree to bear fruit within a couple of weeks of you just having planted it. There's time and effort that needs to be put into cultivating the tree and like really just allowing it to grow, right? Well, let's go ahead and get into tarot here. I'm going to be using the Ethereal Visions tarot. Split the deck here. We have the Ace of Cups. Ooh. Some of you may be dealing with some new love coming in, but we shall see. Potential in new love. So the Aces are always about potential. It's never a guarantee, but this is new energy being gifted to you by the universe. Alrighty, and 4. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and see here. What is the current circumstances for our viewer? Spirit. Oh, wow. Okay, first card that came out. Wheel of Fortune. See, things are moving. This is also divine timing. So I'm sure a lot of you are absolutely thrilled. Interestingly enough, the Hanged Man wanted to come out as well. So a lot of you are likely feeling stuck or feeling like things aren't moving in a specific direction. There's that Seven of Pentacles wanting to come out too. All right, what do we have for the obstacle spirit? Whew. Obstacle is Eight of Wands. Passion, forward movement, communication likely. There may be a blockage in communication or a blockage in forward movement, and this is likely for a reason because we got divine timing on the table here. What about past energy? Where are our viewers coming from here for whoever this message is for? Ooh, King of Pentacles. Okay, so some of you could have been dealing with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I'm getting more the sense of you coming from a place of trying to see things in the long run. So a lot of planning for the long run financially, trying to make sure that you're financially secure, feeling abundant within yourself, and really just taking note of what you invest your time into. All right, so what do we have in the subconscious mind, or that which cannot be seen for our viewer? King of Cups. Okay. So this card is a feminine energy in a masculine form. We got two. So this is a good balance here. We have masculine and feminine energies combined here. So with the King of Cups, likely a lot of you either there's going to be a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces coming into your life, or this is simply you just being emotionally mature in a very emotionally balanced place. It's you know how to access your emotions, or rather you allow emotions to flow through you, but you're very logical in your approach. It's almost as if you know when to separate yourself emotionally from situations, because you know that's a handy tool to have sometimes. How is the viewer moving in their current situation, or how's the conscious mind working here? Wow, we got the Magician. Okay, so this is the card of Gemini, Virgo. So with the Magician here, you guys are manifesting something. This is a very powerful card to have here. You're consciously manifesting something. And that's what that effort's about. I see. Okay, so you guys have been working on something, creating some sort of forward movement, but you likely have not seen the manifestation come into your life quite yet. Alrighty, so what's the future energy for the viewer? Oh wow, we have the High Priestess here. So there may be some secrets, but more so, I'm getting the understanding here that you're really becoming very intuitive. You're being more attuned to the spiritual path here. This is a very feminine energy, beautiful energy to have. Whatever situation is coming up within the near future here, you're going to be able to access your intuition very strongly. A lot of you are likely spiritual leaders as well with this High Priestess. You have arcane knowledge that you can tap into. Some of you are very, very divinely guided, very, very attuned to the divine and tapping into the universe and the universal unconscious, or the universal consciousness, really. So let's go ahead and get some clarification as to what this obstacle is regarding to the Eight of Wands. What is this about? What is this obstacle? Yep, there it is. Seven of Pentacles. So this reading is very, very similar to the previous reading, the same reading I did yesterday. So patience is of importance right now. Planting your seeds. What are the things that you're investing time into? You want forward movement. You want things to progress very quickly. But the reality of the situation right now isn't so much that you should be trying to create forward movement, but rather setting a very solid foundation for yourself and understanding that the quiet before the ramping up of energy, because things are going to pick up very quickly for you when this divine timing comes into play here, because you've been manifesting this. Something is going to hit you like a truck, and in a good way, not in a bad way. So patience is required here. You're wanting forward movement. You're wanting things to move very quickly. But this is a time for you to cultivate patience, to cultivate yourself, and really just try to understand what your priorities in life are. I'm kind of curious about what that Wheel of Fortune is about. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. You could be a Sagittarius. Here we are. Page of Wands. Okay. Page of Wands. So this could be a message of some sort that's going to come through for you in the near future. But this is also about having a beginner's mindset. The pages are all about beginner's mindsets, about learning, about understanding. In this particular for this particular page, it's about expression. It's about self-expression. It's about passionate new beginnings, the desire to move forward in life. So a lot of you are tapping into your creative talents likely. Some of you just are really, there's just a sense of inspiration. A lot of you just feel incredibly inspired right now. So I guess that would make sense as to why you would want forward movement, right? Because you're just like, I'm feeling that sense, the spark, that divine spark of creation, and I just want to manifest things into my life. Some of you may have had a recent ascension. We do have the Judgment card at the bottom of the deck here. Some of you may have experienced some sort of ascension process where you're starting to see the divine plan a little bit more clearly. And with the choosing your path card here, all is possible. I think you guys are tapping into this power of knowing that everything is possible. I mean, look at this. We have the Magician here almost saying, reinforcing that belief, which it's absolutely 100% true. I'm going to go ahead and see what this High Priestess is about, or rather what's coming up in the future for you, because I'm sensing there's something coming up here. Clearly, I mean, that's a given always. Future. Oh, interesting. I'm getting the sense almost like Spirit is trying to keep some things under wraps right now. Just letting you guys know. Don't gotta reveal everything, Spirit. Just a little bit to guide our lovely viewer here. There it is. Oof. I see. So we have the King of Wands here. So you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Queen of Pentacles. I'm getting the sense this is likely your energy here, being very nurturing, taking care of yourself. That really is in congruence with the cleansing waters here. But we also have the Three of Swords. So this is some sort of painful, this is some sort of heartbreak. Some fire sign could be coming into your life that may cause you some heartache. This could be a past energy for some of you. I'm curious. We do have the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck and the Five of Cups. Wow. Okay. So some of you may have experienced some sort of heartache in the past that's likely going to resurface. Let's see here. What is this Three of Swords about? Oof, that card wanted to fly out. Yeah, you guys have been healing from some sort of heartbreak here with the Four of Swords. How fascinating is that? Maybe a King of Pentacles in the past broke your heart, and they're coming back in the form of a very passionate, very charming person. What more do you have to tell us, Spirit, about this heartbreak situation and healing? What is it that we need to know? Eight of Swords. Some of you likely have been stuck in your head. Okay. Oh, there's that Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This card wanted to flip out, but I wasn't 100% certain if that was part of the reading, but I guess so. So we got the Eight of Swords here. So some of you likely were stuck because of this connection, whatever connection you guys had. Because I don't know why I'm getting the sense that this is a past energy, even though clearly I don't have anything with the King of Pentacles here denoting that. But I'm getting the sense because you're healing from it. With the Eight of Swords here, this is about victim mentalities, not being able to see things clearly, and likely some of you were dealing with the situation, not really knowing how to move forward, feeling kind of stuck, feeling like you could never really get out of it. Thankfully, this is a Swords energy, so it's very easy to change. It's not like the Devil card. The Devil card would definitely be a little bit harder for you to break free from, but With breaking free here, look at this. We have the Strength card. Some of you could be dealing with the Leo. You could have Leo in your chart. With the Strength card here, this speaks of breaking free from these mindsets, breaking free from this victim mentality. Whatever this pain that was caused to you has really helped you cultivate your spiritual strength, especially with the High Priestess here. It's almost like you've begun to tap into your the divinity within you, and you've come out much stronger as a result of this. Ace of Swords, some sort of clarity that you're receiving or have received will allow you to break free from this mindset. It's likely that this will come, for some of you, this is going to be coming towards you in the future. Some of you may still be stuck, maybe waiting perhaps on communication from somebody in order for you to move forward. Something cracked over there, so that might have been confirmation for some of you. But at the bottom of the deck here, this Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is about emotional fulfillment. So this likely may or may not be with this person. It really depends on your situation. It's hard for me to say at the moment whether or not that is going to be the case for you. But rather, the way I'm viewing this is you're starting to get clear on what it is that makes you happy. What is it that makes you happy? And that's really important for you to understand, because once we really understand what love really should look like, it allows us to move forward in our lives, and it really just clears up what it is that we want. So when we encounter these painful situations, we start to learn what it is that we do not want, right? This person is a player, like in and out of your life. You don't like that, right? You want somebody who's sticking around. So now you know that you recognize the pattern. Ah, this person is likely a player. If this person, what is that? There's an expression for it. I think it's called zombieing or something like that. Like, let's say this person is kind of like around, but then they disappear for a bit and then they come back, and you're like, what the heck? Was it me? Was it something I said? Likely the answer is no. I'm going to tell you that now, because if you're questioning your self-worth because of somebody, trust me, it's not you, it's them. Just saying, it's not you, it's them. So let's pull some messages from our angels and ancestors here for advice regarding the situation, or any messages just in general that your angels and ancestors would like you to know at this time. What do you got for us today? Oof, oof. Okay, ooh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, and I'm being told to pull this one. Okay, guys, so this is a really, really important message for you guys. Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing time. So it's important for you to really trust your intuition, trust your gut feelings, trust in yourself and your capabilities, especially when it comes to self-worth. You shouldn't be questioning yourself when it comes to self-worth, okay? You guys are incredibly beautiful, and you should never allow anybody to take that away from you. So I'm going to actually read out of the book, because I was kind of guided to do that. The energies around you are changing at this time. That would make sense with the Wheel of Fortune. And although it may not always be comfortable, you are equipped with all that you need to survive this shift. You're being presented with opportunities to reach spaces you've never encountered before, and this can make you feel on edge. But be open to the shifts occurring, because they really are the answers to your prayers. Wow, I was getting that sense most definitely with the Magician here. You guys have been manifesting this, so hang in there for a little bit longer. The experience of being hunted or threatened is now behind you, and you are being invited to come out from your den and reveal your glory and talents. Call upon Spirit Box Medicine to help you be seen for who you are, and trust in your talents in order to be the best you can be in these changing times. Wow. So you guys are definitely, so remember when I was saying that there's these changes coming up? If you guys haven't been experiencing these changes physically, a lot of you, I think, are experiencing it emotionally and intuitively. It's almost like you can feel like you're on the brink of some sort of breakthrough. But the divine is kind of asking you to step back and really just focus on self-care with the Queen of Pentacles and the Cleansing Waters card here. So take some time to really just take care of yourself, okay? We have a Traveler, move in a new direction. So a lot of you are being asked to continue cultivating yourselves, of course. But likely, if this is a past situation that caused you some sort of heartache, and you guys are holding on to it, that's part of what this Eight of Swords is about, is not being able to see things clearly. Why are you sticking around with somebody if they're not really valuing you? If they don't really value you and they've disappeared on you, or something along the lines of a person who's simply just not taking you seriously, it's time for you to break free from that, move in a new direction. If you're afraid that you're never going to find anybody else, then you're manifesting this as well. So it's important for you to recognize that the reality of the situation here isn't that you can't find anybody else. If you had a very special connection with somebody, guess what? There's about 8 billion people on this planet. So if you think that just one soul on this planet is going to give you the sense of satisfaction and that you were looking for, or that powerful, soulful, deep down connection, that's not the truth at all. You have various people in your lives that can come, or various souls that can come into your lives that can really have that impact that you're looking for. And not only that deep soul bond with that person, but somebody who actually wants to spend the time with you and cultivate something with you. Now, with Peacekeeper here, it says, let go of the need to be right. So a lot of you likely have been, in a sense, trying to control these things, saying, oh, this is the way things have to be because XYZ thing. And these are all... and it's okay if you do this. It's okay if you do this. We're all human. We all like to have a sense of control, right? We always want to be right at the end of the day. This is a very natural response of control. The divine is asking you now, instead of holding on to this idea, it's time for you to embrace your spiritual nature and know that if there's anything out there that can really, really know what's true for you, it's not even necessarily you, it's the divine. The divine orchestrates everything in our lives to try and really make us happy, but oftentimes we don't really see that because we're blinded by our ego. So let's go ahead and I'm going to read out of the book for this. Choose peace and happiness over the need to be right. Rather than trying to prove a point, save your energy for what's important. You may be feeling on edge due to a stressful situation. There's a warrior within you that wants to rise up, prove your point, and get the truth across. But you're being reminded by ancestral wisdom that truth will always be revealed in the end. It's more important at this time to avoid arguments or heated discussions where you know you'll be fighting a losing battle. There is much more power in choosing to move forward from a higher perspective. This will allow you to connect deeply to the guidance within and the intuition that will lead you towards the healing of the whole situation, along with any wounds it may have inflicted on you. Choose peace. You know it's calling you. Wow. That is a very important message to really take into account, guys, because a lot of the times we do get lost in the need to be right. Some people may come into our lives that hurt us. Clearly, somebody has hurt you with the Three of Swords here, or will be in the future. You guys will likely know. I'm getting the sense, though, that this is likely a past energy only because we have the Four of Swords right next to it. That means you're currently healing from that or will be healing from it. I'm just getting the sense that this is a past energy, but for some of you, there could be a connection that comes up that may cause you some sort of heartache and you'll be healing from that. You guys will know. And if you guys are kind of freaking out about it, guess what? There's not a lot of major arcana in the near future. The only one is the Strength, which is a beautiful card to have. The High Priestess is coming up here. So it's likely that if you haven't encountered this situation with the High Priestess, you'll know. Your intuition's going to be going off and saying, red alert, this is coming up. And you'll likely already know. Now, if you choose to engage with this person, that's okay. And if you choose not to, that's also okay. It's really about what kind of lessons that we're trying to learn here, right? Your soul is going to call you in a very specific direction for a reason. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and, you know what? Let's pull some angel messages. I'm going to pull a message from the angels here, and this will close out the reading for you. What do the angels have for us today? There it is. Study and learning. Thank you, angels, for allowing me to see that every day is a learning day. Exactly. So this is about embracing the lessons that come from the spiritual path and understanding that every single person, soul connection that we come into is here for a very specific reason for us. There is Archangel Michael coming out at the bottom of the deck. You are protected. Thank you, Michael, for surrounding me with your protective light. So a lot of you may be wondering, what the purpose of all this is. And Michael is coming through saying, regardless of what happens, you are divinely guided and you are protected. So there's nothing really that can devastate you to the degree of you feeling lost or anything like that. And if you ever do, this is part of the plan. This is part of the understanding and the growth that comes with the spiritual path. And then finally, we have the divine physician. Thank you, Raphael, for sharing your divine light upon, or excuse me, shining your divine light upon my healthy body. So Raphael here is helping you deal with maybe some physical ailments that you may have. Some of you may be having some sleepless nights or just haven't been feeling well overall. And Raphael is just coming through right now saying, I'm here to help you and I'm here to heal you. So don't worry about your ailments, because I've been listening to your prayers and I'm here to help you. So with that being said, guys, if you enjoyed the content, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help the channel out, and it allows me to deliver these messages to people who are just like you, who are looking for a little bit of clarity in their lives. I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Take care.